Good morning to you. It's 4 a.m. on this Monday, January the 24th, and here are today's top headlines. 2 Santa Clarita convenience stores robbed overnight. The search for the suspect who got away with hundreds of dollars in cash.
And a new mask mandate for students at the LAUSD. It goes into effect today. Why you want to leave the cloth masks at home?
And the Rams are heading back home for the NFC Championship game. How cool is this going to be? Great weekend of football. Early edition of the Ktla Dt Morning News starts right now. In many quarters, it's generally being considered the greatest weekend collectively of playoff football in the history of the NFL. Good morning to you. I'm Chris Shaw.
I'm Megan Henderson. We're glad you're with us. We'll check your roads with Ginger coming up shortly. First, let's check in with Henry. Good morning.
Oh, good morning, Megan and Chris. And you're absolutely right about that. All 4 games coming down to the final play, depending on who your team was. It was either a good weekend or a bad weekend, right? All right, here we go. I can tell you this. We have a good week of weather. If you like warmer weather, we're going to have it. Look at this, 78 in the San Fernando Valley today. A little bit of a warm-up with that offshore flow continuing. In fact, you're going to see a lot of warm numbers on that 7-day forecast. Unfortunately, the wind's still out there. We'll get a little break, but they're coming back. It looks like a couple of rounds of Santa Ana winds this week and a warm-up as well. So we'll talk about all these things coming up in just a few moments. Ginger, good Monday morning to you.
Yeah, and you know what? Those were some damaging winds for some areas over the weekend. So we'll be watching to see what develops today. For us, a little bit quieter, and we're going to be accessing some different cameras so we can see what the conditions and everything else is like, whether it's the drive or some of those areas of some strong winds. Let's take you first to look at the 215. So both sides of the 215. Cameras like artistic here. Both sides right here at Alessandro Boulevard, and sometimes it does get a little bit windy, but in this case we're looking at a nice ride, kind of filling in though as well, so it's something that you may have to consider. I want to move you over to look at your drive throughout Orange County. There is a project on the 57. I'll have to confirm, because I got the email and I saved it because I wanted to make sure you knew about it. For now, anyway, we're still looking at a really nice ride. I mean, there's a lot of construction happening throughout most of Orange County, but it doesn't look like there's too much in terms of delays. Still really nice. And when we have these open roads, especially on a Monday morning, you got to make sure you keep things on the slow side, because that's how we have serious wrecks. We'll watch and track all these things. I'll send it back to you.
All right, Ginger, thank you. We have breaking news out of Santa Clarita. Los Angeles County Sheriff's deputies are investigating a robbery and an attempted robbery at 2 convenience stores overnight. The attempted armed robbery took place just before 1 o'clock at the 7-Eleven on Whites Canyon Road near Sierra Canyon Road. Minutes later, about a mile away, an armed suspect walked into a mobile gas station at the intersection of Soledad Canyon Road and Sierra Highway and got away with $600 in cash. In both cases, the suspect used a silver handgun and then got away by running away. Deputies are investigating the 2 incidents as related.
Police are looking for several gunmen after a shooting at a house party left 4 people dead.
It happened over the weekend. Ktla Dt Megan Tellis live now from Inglewood with more details. Megan, good morning.
Chris, May, good morning to both of you. It was about 1:40 in the morning yesterday when neighbors, this is in the city of Inglewood where I'm at this morning, along the 1300 block of Park Avenue, say they heard about 20 gunshots go off. That is when authorities arrived to the scene. And when they did arrive, they found 5 gunshot victims. 3 were pronounced dead at the scene, 2 females, 1 male. 2 other men were taken to a nearby hospital. 1 of them died on the way there. Now, the surviving victim indicated he is affiliated with a gang in another city. According to the Inglewood mayor, what he calls ambush-style attack and the weapons used showed the crime was gang-related, and says this is the largest number of victims in a single crime incident since the 90s. The 2 females who died, you're going to see photos of them right now. This was at a candlelight vigil yesterday. Their photos on display.